Welcome to This Wasn't on the Test, the podcast where knowledge meets humor in the most unexpected ways. Join Dr. Jake and Dr. Kayla, a couple with doctorates in their respective fields, and their sister Kelsey, who may not have a PhD but sure knows how to keep things light with her quick humor and relatable take on the world. Whether you're a scholar or just a curious mind, this trio will make you laugh, think, and you might even learn something new. Tune in to find out why this wasn't on the test. Welcome back to This Wasn't on the Test. I'm Kelsey, and I'm here with my brother and sister-in-law, the doctors of the group, Dr. Jake Berg and Dr. Kayla Berg.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, I'm proud of you. First try there.
That was really good, Kelsey.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm a professional podcaster now. So
yeah, you are.
Yeah. I have nothing else going for me, so at least I got the intro down.
That's a lie. We were literally talking about you last night on date night. Me and Jake talking about you.
How much of a shit show I am?
No, the opposite. Actually. Honest to God.
Wow, thanks,
about
guys.
How much you have your shit together and all the shit that's gone down the past however many years. And
yeah. We were saying how living with our parents would be a reasonable path for you, given all the stuff going down. You know, but you're not because you're rocking everything,
killing it.
Thanks. Don't make my head too big, but yeah, I'm an independent girly.
We sure did. We had a whole ass conversation at dinner.
Yeah, that's fun. Some days I do think it would be so much easier to live with our parents.
Yeah, but here you are, killing it.
Yeah, here I am in my little humble abode, making it work.
I love your little apartment. I think it's so cute. It's perfect. It's not weirdly tiny.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, that's a nice apartment.
A nice apartment.
Yeah, I mean, I could live here until the kids graduate high school. Honestly, I would be
For
totally
sure.
content. And would be by that point, rent probably will cost at this place for the 800 square feet $3,900 a month. With how inflation is going, so better stay here than anywhere else.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's how it's going for us right now.
I know.
Thankfully, I don't pay that now, but I can just imagine that it's going to get crazier.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, when we all move together to the West Coast, we'll be, codependent together.
100%. And then by that point, I mean, we'll be old enough to be my built-in childcare. I mean, I'll pay her still, but
correct.
That's going to be perfect. Perfect summer scenario. So this is our announcement. We're moving to the West Coast.
Surprise!
Surprise. No, we're not. But
Yet.
I have managed to get myself sick again. I have been sick. I was sick twice in September.
My boss literally said to me this past week, "You've been sick for a month." And I'm like, "No, I've been sick 3 times in a month."
Yes. Right. All different times.
Yes. I've been sick 3 different times since the beginning of September.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's just obviously a petri dish. I work in a college. My kids went back to K-12,
Yep.
It makes sense, but I just cannot get healthy. And then I'm I picked up that second job here in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
And this week I was feeling fine all week, but then on Thursday and Friday I worked both of those days. I worked 17-hour days.
Oh my God.
I had worked my normal job and then that job. And then I instantly started feeling sick. I was like, shit. The lack of sleep, extra hours really spiraled me downhill. Yeah. So basically, all that to say, people need to start liking and subscribing to our podcast so that we can make
it will make us feel better.
This is a matter of health and life and death at this point.
Yes. I need to be healthy again. Please. Give us a review.
It is crazy how just lack of sleep can exacerbate how bad you feel when you're got a basic cold even. I know,
that's Emmy to a T. If she gets tired, she will get sick so quick and you just get run down to there was there was one day in September where she was like, I don't feel good. I'm like, if you're staying home, you better be sleeping. And Jake texts me at like 11 a.m. and is like, she's still sleeping. Like she legitimately
she did sleep a lot then.
Like,
I was like,
okay,
oh.
so you are sick.
Okay, never mind. I'm an asshole. It's fine.
Yeah, that's funny. I know I say that same thing to my kids too when they want to come home early from school. I'm like,
My first, I'm like,
work, so you need to be sleeping.
I'm like, you better have a fever or you better throw up.
Mm-hmm.
I said that to her this week and then she had a fever. Stayed home. I'm like, you better either have a fever or be throwing up.
Wow.
I'm the worst. No, I just see it from the
That's funny.
teacher end of things where I was like, I was a little sniffly, so my mom let me stay home. And I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, get up and go to school.
Exactly. Okay, well, we've taken a couple weeks off because Jake and Kayla were traversing the world.
We were.
So they're back now. And we're back to it. And actually, this next weekend, me and my two besties are flying down to see Jake and Kayla's in person. So we'll probably do an in-person recording while we're down there, I would assume.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So that's going to be so much fun. We're all like so looking forward to it. It's going to be such a blast.
Excited. I'm thankful that we got to see the Louvre before it was robbed.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We've been talking about that a ton today.
Did you see my text, Kayla, that
yes.
I said, or the thing that I tagged you in? Hopefully they left the little hands.
Left tiny hands.
Yep.
It was not even in that part of the museum. Tiny hands is safe.
I did
So were
take
you one of the
pictures
last?
we were literally one of the last people to see some of the stuff.
That's why Jake has pictures of some of the stuff that was stolen. Because that was one of the...
Was it you?
No. Yes, I was simultaneously in my bed sleeping and robbing things in France.
Hey, that's what the pros do.
I mean, no, because it was funny because the room that it was in, it's all like the crown jewels and stuff. I didn't give a shit about the crown jewels. I wanted to see that room.
Was crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, we have to go here.
Yeah.
I want to see this room.
That was like, I saw some of my like best friends like this past weekend for the first time in a long time. And that was like the only picture I showed them was the room. That was in, because it's so crazy.
Wow.
So we were there to see the room and happened to also get to see all the crown jewels because that's what's in that room.
Is it's cases with all this jewelry.
And that's what was stolen. So.
Could you imagine being there when it was all stolen? That would be wild.
No, because it was open. It was like during opening time. There was people in there.
I know. I saw a video of like a guy in a construction uniform, which is like so out of the Bad Guys movie or like out of
any heist,
Black Panther, like all of those things. Like it's always somebody dressed up as like a paramedic or a construction guy. Like you would think there would be like a little bit better of a system.
Listen, so here's fun fact, things I know. One of the reasons why the Mona Lisa is so famous is because it was stolen from the Louvre in 1911. And when it was stolen, at that point in time, they had like artists taking the artwork off the walls and taking it to the separate room to be like photographed. So they had like documentation of everything in there because this is, early 1900s. Cameras are becoming more prevalent. And so this guy just put on one of the workers' uniforms and took the Mona Lisa, and people were just like, oh, he must be just taking it to get photographed because that's what we're doing right now. And then he almost didn't. And then he almost didn't get out because he couldn't unlock the door. But someone walked past, and he's like, "Hey, this doorknob's broken." And they're like, "Oh, okay, that's weird. We'll fix it." And they come and take the doorknob off and just let him out. He's got the Mona Lisa rolled up under his jacket, no joke.
I mean, it's a big...
And that's part of what made the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa was not nearly as popular before that, but then there was all this hubbub around it with it being stolen. That's part of why it's so popular today.
There's a lot of equally old, equally as impressive as pieces of art as the Mona Lisa, I think. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there is that stuff about it that made it more famous. I was gonna say that's a big trope in heist movies and stuff, is just the being confident and acting like you're supposed to be there or whatever. But it's a trope because it really, I mean,
it's
works.
effective.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, that's effective in like anything, right? Like, I feel like there's like so many like real life scenarios where like if you just are confident, like whatever it is will work, you know?
If you act like you're supposed to be there, people assume you're supposed to be there.
Right. Exactly. So that reminds me, I have a luncheon this week that I'm going to with the director of our foundation of the college, and it's with like a bunch of big politicians and people. So I don't have any business being there, but she invited me to go with her, and I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
wow, great.
absolutely.
Thanks so much. I've been looking for opportunities to get involved with that group.
And you're like, the fuck?
Yeah. So here I am going to that.
I joked with my principal this week. I was supposed to, because I only have 2 classes. So when there's like stuff going on, it's easier for me to, like, you know, go places, do things, cover other classes, whatever, because I have a lot more flexibility in my schedule. So I was going to go with one of the teachers was taking their 6th graders to a pumpkin patch. And he was like, hey, you want to come? Because we're only going to have to get one of your classes covered. We'll be back by then. And I'm like, hell yeah, I want to go to the pumpkin patch. Of course I do.
Yeah.
And so then me and my principal were talking earlier in the weekend about stuff going on. And I'm like, ooh, can't do that. Pumpkin patch. And she's like, oh, are you going on that trip? And I'm like, yep. And she was like, people from the district are going to be here to do walkthroughs, and I really need you here for that. I'm like, God damn it.
Aw, man. Maybe we should go to a pumpkin patch next weekend.
And she was like, yep, this is what happens when you girl boss too close to the sun. You have to do important district things and don't get to go to the fucking pumpkin patch.
That's what happened to me, and then I found myself speaking in front of our entire staff.
What are we doing, Kelsey?
On a stage.
What are we doing?
With a microphone.
No.
I don't know.
No, I don't want to do that.
Shoot, I was going to say something about all of that, but I don't remember. No say, my brain don't work.
Yes, sleepy brain.
But yeah. Anyways, I guess we can get into it. We're Jake is teaching us today. What he's teaching us about, you couldn't pay me $1 million to remember.
It's a surprise.
Something about science.
Hopefully something about space.
I was going to say it. Close to your favorite topic.
Is it space?
It is space related.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
It's galaxy formation.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now that you said it.
Oh, fun. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So this week we're talking, before we get into the subject, just a reminder to follow us on social media, like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and leave us a review, because all of that is super, super helpful to us. So if we can get into it, Jake, take it away.
Hell yeah.
All right. Galaxy formation. So I guess I'll start off by saying this is one topic that it's really hard to study, and it's really hard to determine something definitively because the time scales are so long that we basically can only make inferences by looking at things as they are now, and we don't have enough time to observe things actually changing to actually make like full like determination. So just keep that in mind.
So 90% of this is hypothetical, theoretical.
Well, I mean, it's science, so like.
So it's made up.
Basically,
okay.
There's nothing that's certain.
I don't know. I believe science more than like the natural realms that people would otherwise.
I'm just saying, like from a science standpoint, you can really only say things are like factual once you can make observations that prove your hypotheses, right? Like that's the scientific method. But that's virtually impossible because all the hypotheses have to do with things that take place over millions of years. So,
right.
Yeah.
Listen, I trust science. I just say it because every time we have these conversations about science, you're like, well, we think.
Well,
it
would be irresponsible of me to say anything other than that.
You're right. You're a good scientist.
Thanks. Yeah, that's my point.
Okay.
All right. So I guess we'll go right in with the first question. So we did talk about this before, about how galaxies have like shapes and stuff like that. So the first question just is, what are the types of galaxies? And they're defined basically by the shape that they are.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Disc? Because isn't the Milky Way like a disc shape?
No. Well, I mean, the disk is not one of them. It's I would characterize what its shape is also as a disk, but that's not the full story for Milky Way galaxy.
Okay. Interesting. Is there like something that's like called like a linear galaxy?
No.
Isn't there like a horse-shaped galaxy?
That's a nebula. I think.
God damn it. Okay. See, at least I was in space. I was in the right place. How about like parabolic?
Nope.
Wow.
The terminology, you're getting closer though, I suppose.
Elliptical?
Elliptical is one of them.
Yeah!
She got it right.
I got too excited. Okay, so elliptical is one. Spherical?
Nope.
Would that be like the same thing?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
She is smart.
I mean, they don't call it spherical because you can't be. There's no way for it to be perfectly spherical. They're elliptical because.
How about blobular?
That would be elliptical.
Shit.
So it has to be something with like a straight line and like something that like is.
How about undefined?
Yeah, there kind of is one. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, how many are there? Because I'm like 2 right now.
There's 4.
Shit. Okay. I don't want you to tell me the answers yet. I'm still invested in the guessing.
Okay. The one that you just said, I'll give you. That's they call irregular.
Okay, same thing.
So it's like no structure.
That's kind of what I was
Is
like.
there one that's
at.
called regular then?
No. Because the other 3 would be the regular ones.
Okay, so elliptical, irregular,
angular.
No.
I'm trying to think of like a term for like essentially like a black hole, like outside of whatever. I'm not hitting any bells. Okay.
All right, go ahead. I'm tapped.
Okay, so the main one is spiral.
Okay.
So the Milky Way galaxy is a spiral galaxy. And then the last one is called lenticular.
Isn't that like a line?
That one's more like a disc.
Oh, okay.
So that's like
flat.
No structure, but it's kind of flattish.
It's like
it's like circular, but it's kind of been smushed.
It's like a record.
Okay.
Like a CD.
Yeah, kind of like a record.
Got it.
So like the spiral ones,
I feel like that's what I meant when I said like disc. So I feel like you can give me that one too.
But you said it was Milky Way galaxy, which is not as a spiral.
Okay, you're right. I was wrong about the fact that it was a Milky Way, but I did have disc, which is basically what you just described that as.
Yeah.
So I would like to say I'm 3 for 4 on guessing galaxy types. That's
what do you want, a medal?
That's a C in a subject I didn't study.
Okay.
Yeah. You got a medal for me?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll bring you one.
All right. So elliptical, lenticular, spiral, and irregular. Spiral, there's also different types of spiral. There's like normal spirals, and they also vary with like the number of arms that they have. So like if you could see it from top down, like there's different galaxies that have just like, one, well, it's 2 arms, I guess, from the center, but it just kind of looks like a S kind of.
Okay. Question, and maybe you're going to answer this later.
Mm-hmm.
Does the formation of the galaxy, like what is it that makes them whatever shape they are? What determines what shape a galaxy is going to be? I think it's the best way to ask that.
The layout of their
we're trying to figure that out.
Wait, so we don't know?
There's only theories. See my original point about
Get
this.
That.
But I mean, it's it's there's a lot of theories about how galaxies form, which we can get into.
Is magic one of the theories?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me get through explaining the types of galaxies.
Okay.
So there's spirals that just have like kind of like S shape with two arms on it. There's ones that have more than 2 arms, so they just are like, very spirally with a lot of arms coming off of them. And then there's barred spirals. So those are ones that are they'll have like a central, like straight across.
Like DNA.
Kind of actually does look like DNA, where you've got like a bar across the center, and then you have arms coming off of the bars.
Okay.
Honorary PhD for Kelsey.
So that's spiral.
Kelsey gets a PhD in galaxy science.
Thank you.
Elliptical ones are just kind of like the circular kind of a single blob type shape. So, and then lenticular kind of talked about just kind of the flattish type,
like
no
a disc
structure, like. But there's different types of lenticular. Like I think there's ones that are kind of like they kind of have like a halo around the center with like a central bulge, I guess.
So they look like Saturn?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love a good central bulge.
Yeah, a lot like Saturn. That's kind of like lenticular. So they're not just like always just flat. It's just like there's no
not a lot of dimension.
There's no like chain variability in the density, kind of like a spiral arm. And then irregular are like all these just kind of like random assemblies of stars and dust and stuff like that don't have any structure at all, no shape. Can be really weird. All right.
I feel like we could make like a rap song about galaxies with those lenticular, spiral. Yeah.
Jake, get on your AI music thing and make a rap song about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the formation of galaxies themselves is like really, there's like theories. I don't know the details a whole lot, but they call it like top down or what is it? Bottom up, I think is the other one. It's basically kind of like a chicken or the egg type thing. Like do the galaxies form from dust kind of just moving around together?
Or is the dust moving around because a galaxy is forming?
Yeah, that type of thing. So read up on that.
What is the prevailing theory out of those two?
I think it's pretty split.
Oh, shit.
I don't think it's, again, hard to actually say. Oh, this is a good thing for me to talk about the work that I actually did in undergrad. I did a little bit of astronomy research. That was really interesting, and it was like particularly for trying to research how galaxies evolve. But the goal was to look at galaxies that aren't influenced by other galaxies to see how, because they're trying to determine like what's the evolution of a galaxy without any other outside influences. Like if you just naturally let it go by itself, like what happens?
Galaxy formation in a vacuum.
Yeah. So what I was doing was, I think it was Hubble Deep Space Field images. Do you know what the Hubble Deep Space Field is?
I know what the Hubble Deep Space Telescope is.
Well, no, but the Deep Space Field is a specific set of imaging that the Hubble telescope did.
Okay, nope.
I would assume that it means the whole field of view of whatever.
Kind of the exact opposite.
I'll say I would assume it was a particular field of view.
So just kidding. I nodded my head. I know what this is. I don't.
Yeah, the Deep Space Field was like, they like photographed the same spot in the sky, but like it's like so small. I don't know how it was. Like, I think I read it was something like the size of a dime at a mile away.
Shit.
That size of like area in the sky that they looked at, and then just like,
holy shit,
I don't know a whole lot about telescopes, but basically the idea would be like taking a long exposure, like if you're taking a camera picture in there.
Yeah.
And so like they got this little tiny spot in the sky, but got lots of light from it, and then published the photo, and it's just insane because it's like so small, but like every single thing in that picture is a galaxy, and there's just thousands and thousands of them. So,
wow.
This research.
I feel like like now that you're talking about this, I remember you doing this. Like, did you have a poster?
No, I didn't do a poster for this.
I feel like there was a poster.
My friends did posters. They
Maybe your
did a
friends
little
did
bit
a
more
poster.
than I did on it. I didn't do a whole lot, but I did.
But I
do
like
some of it.
remembered, like as you're saying this, I am
Did
like,
you go to a science fair?
shut up, Kelsey.
I mean, I did a poster at a science fair, but completely unrelated thing, a different thing. But this is
No, but I feel like as you're describing this, I feel like I vividly remember, like at least an image related to this.
well, the deep space field is like publicly available, so
Right, but why would I be looking that up?
because I told you it was cool. I don't know.
Okay, maybe I do like you or something.
Anyway, the what I did was, like use analysis tools on the image where they were finding galaxies that were like no other galaxies within 25 galactic radii of each other or whatever like that. And then you'd use this tool to like essentially like build the shape of the galaxy. Like you'd like kind of draw on the picture to like match the shape of the galaxy. So if it was like a bar galaxy, you'd like put a little bar over it and then like with the right radius and like log the details of the galaxy and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Wow.
Oh, and also I
Yeah,
think
that's
it subtracted foreground or background light out of the picture. So one of the issues with that is that there's stars that are in our galaxy that are in between us and distant galaxies.
Yeah.
So there were tools in the software to subtract light from like foreground stars that were contributing to like making it hard to see the galaxies. So
Yeah. Can you tell me again what our galaxy name is?
the Milky Way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Are you sure we have people around us that are more of lay people than you are?
Yes. Trust me.
Oh, bless your heart. You're
But
so
you know that
pretty.
our galaxy has a couple other
Thank
smaller
you.
galaxies around it.
I did know that just because you told us that like 2 podcast episodes ago.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, but you didn't
saying
remember
that.
the name of our galaxy? Okay.
I'm not talking about the ones that are nearby. I'm talking about the smaller ones that are like touching our galaxy.
No,
I
guess
mentioned the
didn't know
Andromeda
that.
galaxy.
Yep, that is the one I remember.
No, there's other ones that are like, I guess they're distinct enough that we call them other galaxies-ish. Those are called the Magellanic Clouds. They're like more dense than the rest of the galaxy, kind of floating like next to our galaxy.
Interesting.
Anyway, second question. What do nearly all galaxies share in common with each other?
Ooh.
Do they all have planets?
There's no way for us to know that.
Well, then
Planets are
why
too
would-
small on this scale that we're talking about.
They all have
Probably,
stars.
but that's not what I'm going.
Do they
Well,
all
that's a definition of a galaxy.
do
Stars.
they all are they all in motion?
Okay, technically yes.
Listen, we're over here killing it with answers.
Are they all named after candy bars?
No.
Do
Oh.
boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider?
No.
Do they all have gravity?
They have mass, so yes, they have gravity.
Listen, we're over here pulling answers out left, right, and center.
Okay, scientist.
Maybe none of these are the answers you
Change your
want.
PhD.
No thanks. I'm good. It's a hard pass. I don't know. What is it? Because clearly we've got several answers that are all correct.
Yeah, you're just giving me
Clearly, Kayla
definitions.
is a lay person as well.
Everything I said was right, Kelsey. It just wasn't the one he wanted. Fuck.
You were just giving me tautologies, okay?
Oh my goodness. You know what, Kayla? Stop giving the tautologies. Got it.
Thanks, Kelsey.
I don't even know what that word means.
I was going to say follow up. What does that mean, Kelsey? All right, Jake, go ahead.
A generalization. Does it mean a generalization?
No.
No.
Not really. So nearly all galaxies have a massive black hole at the center.
Is it a supermassive black hole?
Typically, yes.
No, that's a song, Kelsey. I wasn't trying to make a sex joke. Jesus Christ. That's a song.
Everybody loves a good black hole. I've never heard that song.
It's by Muse.
It's a good song.
You probably have heard it.
I'll have to listen to it.
But the thing about that is kind of like another piece of the puzzle, like how galaxies form, because they kind of find that nearly all of them have a supermassive black hole at the center.
So is it the black hole like sucking shit in that then like forms a galaxy?
I mean, that's possibly that's the thing, is like, it's again the chicken and their egg type thing, like
the chicken or the egg?
The chicken or the egg type thing. Like, does the black hole form, and then because of how massive it is, the material inside of it, like, does that cause the spinning of the galaxy to form? Or does
a galaxy form and then a
the
black hole
galaxy
form
and then because that's so much mass that's like coming together, that it collects and then collapses into a black hole? So yeah, so that's the question, is like, do black holes aid in the motion that spins material around to form galaxies, or do galaxies form as a consequence of mass being pulled together by gravity, which then results into a collapse into a black hole?
Side question.
Yeah.
Do galaxies only have one black hole?
I would say no. I think
does
there's
our galaxy have a black hole?
Yes.
Is it going to suck us in?
No.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Oh.
Sometime this week, maybe?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
After our trip to Kentucky.
Yeah, so.
But okay, so.
That's a way to get rid of our president.
So, here's my question though. Are galaxies going to eventually collapse into their black hole?
I would say no, because a whole nother topic, but the universe is expanding. So generally things are getting further away from each other.
So is the black hole going to disappear?
Over a sufficient amount of time. Yes, we talked about Hawking radiation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's on the order of trillions of years, probably.
Well, yes, I gather.
But yeah, like generally the universe is expanding. Now on a local
expanding
level,
into what?
I said this is a whole nother topic. Universe expansion is interesting. Like
I'm having an existential crisis right now.
Yeah, universe expansion is mind bending, because it's like the actual
because
like,
everything we know is the universe.
Yeah.
Like, it's all the universe.
The universe is
so how can everything we know be, how can it be, like, I don't understand.
The universe expanding, you know, like you've like in geometry and math, like you have like an XY coordinate system, right?
Yeah.
And like you have like units that are going left to right and up to down.
Okay.
And there's like a standardized amount of distance from like the middle of it to like the first point, 1,0, right?
Right.
The universe expanding is like that distance in between 0 and 1 increasing in length. But you would still measure.
But then where does it go?
I don't have a good answer. It just expands. It's like the actual fabric of space increasing. I know.
I'm blaming any weight gain in my future on that.
Yeah.
I'm not
it's
gaining
just
weight. The universe is expanding. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't know where it goes. Don't know where it came from. It's just expanding.
It's just expanding.
Maybe I should say it's more like it's not like the distance is changing. It's more like more universes being created in that space. Okay.
So the size is the same. There's just more of it in there.
Yeah.
But
does it have to do with like a mass and gravity thing?
Why is the universe expanding?
Oh, that's
how much is it going to expand? Is it ever going to stop expanding? I have so many questions.
This is.
We can't talk about space on this podcast anymore.
These are questions that
we can. You just have to stop asking questions.
But I have questions.
They don't know. There's like they don't know if like I think the rate of expansion is increasing. So
so it's expansion.
Expansion is accelerating.
It's expanding exponentially.
It's accelerating the rate of expansion
at a consistent rate or an exponential rate. Like, is it expanding at a constant?
I think it's constant, as we have observed right now.
But we don't know shit anyway, so God only fucking knows.
Is they don't know if, like, at a different time, like, they don't know if it's going to, like, it's accelerating now. Is it going to slow down at some point and then reverse?
Well, and also, like, we have the technology now for them to figure out what they know now. So, like, it could have always been expanding. It's not like it just is like a new thing. All of a sudden, our universe is expanding.
Oh, yeah, I get that. I don't understand. Why is it expanding? Where is it going? What are we even doing here?
I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's just like...
Well, you've heard of the heat death of the universe? Have you heard that term?
Yes.
That's what that's related to. Where things expand and are so far apart from each other that there's no interaction of things anymore.
And then we all die.
Yeah. Well, we all die a long time before that, but
we're all going to die anyways. Who cares?
I have so many questions.
Yeah, we'll have to do the universe expansion as a whole topic sometime. But that's not what this episode is about. This episode is about galaxy formation.
You're right.
So, yeah, that's the kind of the main thing that I'm getting at is that there's a chicken or the egg thing with the philosophy of how these things, like, or the hypotheses, I guess I should say. And they're pretty much impossible to prove, but
do you think we'll ever be able to know with development of new technology and such?
Well, I think there's nothing that can hurt. I'm sure the James Webb Telescope can give us some additional pieces of evidence one way or the other. So, but the biggest thing is being able to see like the same galaxy over time, which is essentially impossible. So.
Hard to do for the amount of time that we need to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another wrinkle in everything. It's related to the third question.
Fuck me.
So there are some theories that explain what we observe in terms of like what we see, like where stars are located and everything like that. But the question that I have is like, why couldn't galaxies form or rotate as they're observed? So there's a issue where we have theories that explain things well, but actually galaxies couldn't form that way because of other observations. Like what is that?
I don't understand the question. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to be answering here.
I didn't phrase this one correctly. I guess here's what I have written down, but I was trying to rephrase it. But why couldn't galaxies form or rotate as they're observed, despite all of the theories that explain things well?
I would assume just because it takes so long time.
No. Nope.
You didn't have to say no that many times.
Nope.
You're wrong.
Wrong.
I truly have no idea. I'm very confused at this moment, and I think my job is to help the people who are also confused figure it out, and I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, we don't have to go too far about that. But here's the issue. So we did talk about red shifting and blue shifting previously.
I'm gonna need a refresher.
So that's where like you would look at the light from like a rotating object, and because
yes, we did talk about that.
because you know the composition of the material, you would know what wavelength to expect the light, but you see it all shifted in one direction or the other. If you think about, if you just took what you saw at face value looking at galaxies, you would expect the velocity of things to decrease as you get further from the center of the galaxy. Like things are moving more slowly out at the ends than at the center.
Okay.
But what we actually see is that we have almost like constant velocity of galactic material across the entire galaxy.
Like it's all moving at the same rate of speed.
Mm-hmm.
Is this all galaxies, or is this our galaxy?
Or do we know?
Other galaxies we observe. It's kind of hard for us to measure this for our galaxy.
Why?
Because we're
question.
in it.
That's
moving.
the question: is why is that happening?
I feel like because
why is it hard
we're
to
in
measure?
it and we're also moving.
No, but why? Well, yes, no. I'm asking about for the other galaxies. Why is that?
I feel like there's not enough technology to see that far. I mean, aren't galaxies like light years and light years and light years away from us? Like we're like we haven't even.
Yeah, but we can look at the light and measure it, and that's what they determine by measuring the light that's coming from galaxies is that the velocity of the rotation is constant of all the material that we see.
Does it have to do with the black hole in the middle of it?
No.
Does it have to do with proximity to other galaxies and maybe gravity?
No. Well, this is actually this is the issue that they observed, where they then had to come up with a new explanation for things. So they don't know, because of what I'm going to tell you, is that this is where the idea of dark matter came from.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
So that's part of why scientists think that there's this dark matter that exists, because of observations that we make of galaxies. They couldn't form the way that they have if the only thing that existed was the visible material that we see of them.
So there has to be other material that we can't see.
There's something that either we don't understand about what we're looking at, or some other physical thing that we can't see or detect that's influencing things in regards of mass, because gravity is dictating the motion of these things. So
yeah,
so that's where we get the idea of dark matter, dark energy.
Interesting.
So basically dark matter is just the science version for we don't know.
Kinda.
There's some other stuff, but we don't know what it is. Dark matter.
It's like the unexplorable, or like the unknown.
Yeah. But then that's a kind of another topic, but like the idea of dark matter came from that. So then people took that idea to like then go to particle physics and be like, can we generate dark matter with collisions somehow and try to detect that?
And can they?
Stuff like that. No, we haven't been able to.
Oh. Dang.
So.
Is that one of the things that they're doing at like the LHC or trying to do?
I'm sure people have tried to look at the data to try to find it. I wouldn't say that that's
not one of the intended goals.
Yeah.
The side quest.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean those are the three questions.
These are some big concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like, it's mind blowing. It's like, how do you even learn about this?
You can't even learn about it.
It's galactic formation is like way more complicated than it seems.
It seems like it should be this is how galaxies form. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, I think like that's what people's idea of galaxies is, just like a lot of stars in an area.
Right.
But like the
I guess,
questions,
nobody probably really realizes that there's a black hole in the middle of every galaxy.
right? Yeah,
You know,
lots and lots of
Freaking wild.
concepts and ideas that are around how galaxies form. So,
do we know how many galaxies there are? Like, do we have a hypothesis
I mean,
or a theory?
I don't have a number, but it's, I mean, billions at the least.
Jesus Christ.
Because space is infinite, right? Like, there's no.
There's a philosophical question.
If it's infinite,
that.
then how is it expanding? That's if it's infinite,
right,
how is it expanding? If it's already like that's my hang up with this not even galaxy form, with the universe. If it's already infinite, Jesus Christ. If it's already infinite, how is it expanding?
How does it have a radius?
I don't fucking know. Also, our galaxy's still forming.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we have any
Because it's
idea,
infinite.
because we just see galaxies in different states of how far along they are. And that's actually related to that research that I was talking about, is because they're like, when they're trying to look at these galaxies, they're like, at what point in the evolution are they? So that's why they really are interested in the isolated galaxies, because it's kind of like, if we assume initial conditions are similar for each of these isolated galaxies, can we form some sort of timeline for like how a galaxy would form? So, because it's interesting that there's so many different shapes of galaxies, like what are the conditions that lead to each of those shapes? Are we looking at the evolution of one type of system? Like, do all galaxies start as elliptical and then like eventually spin to become spiral? Like that, lots of questions.
Do we know any of those answers?
No, of course
Jesus
not.
Christ.
I'm looking at pictures of galaxies.
You know what?
They're
I'm
fun.
making a ruling right now. No one gets any more PhDs in any kind of science until they're actually answering some fucking questions. I've got questions, and if y'all can't answer them, no PhDs are being given out.
Physicists in shambles.
Tough shit, man. These are the rules. If you can't answer some of my actual questions, no PhD for you.
No PhD for you.
Well,
Well,
give
Jake
me
could
a
very
ball
easily
rolling
come
down
back
a
and
hill.
say,
I can give you some
This
answers.
wasn't my specialty. Yeah, right. This isn't what he specialized in.
Well,
although
these
he had every opportunity in
these
the world.
physicists have some explaining to do.
How do we Jake, do you know any astrophysicists from like your studies?
Come on, dude, you know some people.
I mean, I know some people. I know astrophysicists.
Can't you sling your PhD around and get us one?
Yeah, we'll just get Neil deGrasse Tyson on here.
Please. Could you?
Great. Perfect.
Or Brian Cox.
I'll take him too.
Come on, sling your PhD around and get us an astrophysicist.
Okay.
Because they've got some explaining to do.
We should interview an astrophysicist, and Jake will be so embarrassed by our questions we ask, but it's what the people want to know.
We're over here like, why is space?
Yeah, why is it go on forever, but it still is expanding? That doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
That's what I'm saying. We've got some pressing questions that can only be that an astrophysicist needs to answer for.
Yeah.
They need to, stand on their PhD. Answer these questions. Defend it again to us.
Yeah. To us people who don't know any actual terms, we're just going to ask like some really, really, really simple questions.
Sounds like you guys just don't want to do the work.
No, sounds like I know there's people who have already done the work, and if you want to claim that you've got a PhD in astrophysics, you need to be able to answer some questions.
But it's a vicious circle. It's like you need a PhD in astrophysics to understand.
God damn it. I'm going to have to get a PhD in astrophysics. Is that what we're saying here?
Go, yeah.
God.
Hey,
yeah, catch Kayla. Catch Kayla in
the
space
guitar
next.
player for Queen did it, so I don't know how difficult you think it is.
There you go.
I mean, this should be real easy for you to get. You already have a PhD in particle physics. Like, let's just...
That's true. Hey, I'm not the one that's having problems here.
Let's just pivot. Listen,
Touché.
at this point, I shouldn't have to take any, like I should be able to go straight into like a PhD program. Actually, I don't have the math background to do it.
No, you do not.
Wow. Fuck off.
Jake's probably thinking like, and you're not going to be able to get to that point.
I feel like I could if I wanted to.
She's capable, but
see, he thinks I'm smart.
Something that takes like 6 years to get to that point.
If I'm putting 6 years into getting another degree, I'm going to end up with a medical degree.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Like if I'm putting that kind of time in, it's not going to be in astrophysics. Sorry, Kelsey.
Right. I top out at long division, so I don't think being an astrophysicist is in my future.
I mean,
would you guys ever go up to space?
We talked about this before.
Like if you had the opportunity.
No.
I think we talked about this before because I definitely said that I would.
I don't know if we talked about this.
I vomited on an international flight that was only 3 hours long. No, I'm not going to space.
One of our really early episodes, we talked about that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Maybe the space travel episode.
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, because we were razzing Katy Perry.
Yes, we were.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, I get sick on 3 hour plane rides. I'm not going to space.
As the great Taylor Swift said, why would you go up there when people aren't even going to believe that you went up there?
I mean, I've never given a shit about people believing me.
True.
But I still don't want to go to space.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Cool. Okay. Well, great. I feel like we didn't learn anything. Just kidding.
Right? We didn't learn shit. Jake didn't answer a single fucking question.
I did learn something mind-blowing, is that the galaxies all have a big gaping black hole in them.
I did not know that before this, so you're right.
I had no clue. And it does actually like give a little bit more like insight to me. Like it makes more sense to me. Like like if you're thinking like, how are there so many galaxies, or like how does a galaxy just form? To know that there's a black hole in the middle of a galaxy, to me that
does make sense.
Yeah.
No, I think
like the pressure, like
yeah.
I think you're reasonably. You're reasonably frustrated because I think this is something that it evokes a lot of questions, rightfully. But that's why everybody's fascinated with it too,
I like things that have answers.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess answers can be more satisfying, but also like we can't help the amount of time that we can observe these things. So
right, mid observation, and you've been observing it for 45 years of your life, and then you die.
Yep.
So
pretty much.
And like you have to pass that information on to somebody, but they have to start somewhere too. So
we need to be able to observe on the millions and billions of years scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And since the Earth is only 2,000 years
there
old.
There it is.
Just kidding. I'm
there
joking. Yeah, since the Earth is only 2,000 years old, we're going to be here for a while.
We're getting canceled.
Actually, we won't be here for a while because apparently we're getting raptured.
Again, when?
So, I don't know.
Damn it.
I'm not included.
I know I'm not included. I'm ready for these other motherfuckers to be raptured and leave us the fuck alone. Yeah. I am stoked for a rapture.
Right? Yeah.
Please rapture them.
Well, it'll solve all of our problems. I know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, when? I'm so excited.
This would be a really funny TikTok side note. You know that like funny one where it's like a Christian in church and they like have their hands in the air like and they're singing praise and worship music, and it says like a Christian on a Sunday after the government stripped away everybody's rights,
right.
Or, like all of these different things. A funny one would be a non-Christian on a Sunday morning after the rapture happens. Like praising because
right.
we don't have to deal with it anymore. We're getting canceled this episode. That's okay. I don't want any of those people unless they're gonna give us a good review.
Even then, I don't know if I want a good review that bad. Okay.
That's right. All right. Well, next week we have Kayla giving us all the fun information about, drumroll, please.
Well, Well, maybe not next episode since we're doing it in person. We don't exactly know what that episode's going to look like.
Okay.
But
next
one that she does a topic.
Yes.
I want you to talk about superintendents.
Okay. Interesting.
Because I feel like they have a lot of Wizard of Oz energy.
They do have a lot of Wizard of Oz energy. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the one in your district
superintendent shakeup.
I feel like I hear about the one in your district here a lot more than like when I was growing up going through school.
Yeah. She is we'll save this for next time, but our superintendent is very involved.
Yeah.
In everything. Also, side note, I'm convinced she doesn't sleep because I've gotten emails from her at 1 a.m.
That's like I send out emails at 1 a.m., 5 a.m., 10 p.m. Doesn't matter.
So yeah, I'm interested in
I'll come with notes because our school district, the school districts my kids are in, just went through like a big superintendent shakeup and like a bunch of people left the school board. Like it was a whole big fucking thing. And in the city of Milwaukee, the public school district superintendent also something happened and it was like came out that they were like stealing money essentially. I think.
We have the district just JCPS, which is the biggest district in the state, just got a new superintendent. And, me and some of my other teachers kind of followed the hiring process, and there's some interesting tidbits about how that went down. Oh, yeah, it is, and we're opening it.
Great. Yeah. I mean, that's like some things that should be talked
about. Here's the thing. I don't have a whole can of worms about my current superintendent. Like my district is like.
I know, but I'm just
right. No. But I'm saying, but I'm like, I want some juicy shit, which means I've got to talk about JCPS. I don't have anything juicy.
There you go. Talk about Milwaukee Public School District too, because there's a lot. I mean, I feel like superintendents are one that they can skirt. They're either really, really great and amazing, which
it's make or break.
You seem to have a good one. I feel like in our hometown, there was like never any drama that we heard about really. But I feel like you are hearing it more and more of like that's a position that is easier and easier for people to do shadier and shadier things.
Yeah, there's a lack of
and
oversight.
Our education system is failing as it is.
Mm-hmm. It's because of the teachers.
So like what the fuck?
It's because of the teachers.
Right. Oh yeah, of course, always because of the teachers.
Just ask anyone, it's the teachers. We don't know what we're doing.
Which, side note, after we're done recording, I have to tell you something about that.
Okay.
But we'll wrap it up here.
Clearly, we have a lot to say about superintendents. So this
clearly,
is gonna be great.
yeah. What's in store for next week? Nobody knows. We don't even yet. But it'll be something fun. So tune in next week. Again, like and subscribe, leave us a review, and download our podcast and listen. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Until next time, this wasn't on the test. See you later. Sayonara.
Bye.
Bye.